as you're aware, there have been changes to the school lunch program throughout New Zealand, which were designed essentially to save money and to ensure that there was less wastage. That particular issue seems to have died down after a great deal of negative publicity. But one of the groups involved in running the new school lunches scheme, the new free school lunches scheme, it's not free, we're paying for it, but it's called free, is the School Lunch Collective. And one of the areas that they deliver into are schools in Mataura. Now, for those of you who don't know where Mataura is, I'm sure it's probably pronounced, the Maori pronunciation would be Mataura, but their old R should too. And it's okay that Southlanders automatically roll their R. But it's a small town, largely centred on a freezing works, although it's got a small retail outlet as well. It's sort of a town south of Gore. I think it's about 10 kilometres. It might be a little bit less than that. And obviously the School Lunch Collective has been delivering free school lunches into schools connected with Mataura, and I assume the wider Gore community as well. Well, a member of the Mataura Community Board just made an observation, just quietly, because the School Lunch Collective had made a public decision to say, quote unquote, that all of their lunches now being delivered into our schools were, quote unquote, free of a wider range of allergens and halal friendly. And at that point, Steve Dixon, Dixon, from the Mataura Community Board, an elected member, smite his forehead and went, oh my God, for God's sake, if you're an kid with an allergy and you're going to have something that's bad for you, then that's sort of Darwin's. And it was a sort of a comment. For some strange reason, this has now played out, that particular view and the reaction to it, on a national level. And joining us is the original, apparently, offender, Steve Dixon from the Mataura Community Board. And he joins us to talk about it now. Steve, welcome to the show. Lovely to have you on.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Listen, mate, Tell me. I just want to know. So the School Lunch Collective puts out a note that says that all of their lunches now are free of a wider range of allergens and halal friendly. That's useful. And you say what you say. Where did you put your original comment of basically, oh my God? Where did you put that comment? It
was mainly the Murwai School in Gore. It used to be the Gore High. I don't know why they changed the name of it, but one of the mates, he showed me it. His son goes there. I don't have kids going to school anymore. I thought, well, that's a crock of crap. Like, they banned peanuts, kiwi fruit, no pork, no fish, no crustaceans. And I thought, well, that's not kiwi. That's wrong. So that's where I come from with that. It's ludicrous.
So your comments found their way into your local community newspaper, the Mataura Ensign, is that right?
Yes, I actually rang them up. I thought, someone's got to say something. And I spoke to a couple of other ones, and they thought, well, we were going to say something, but we didn't think anybody was interested. We would do anything about it. I said, sod it.
Okay, so you said, basically, why are you delivering school lunches to suit one particular religion in New Zealand and a whole series of people who might or might not have allergies? Is that right?
That's pretty much it. I thought, well, ones with peanut allergies, probably maybe 10 or 20 in the whole school, if that. So because they got that, everybody else is deprived of having peanuts. And they're at the age, like, they know they get allergies and not to eat them. School's only 6 hours a day. Who's holding their hand wet nursing them the rest of the hours?
On that, it wasn't just peanuts, was it? You were talking about kiwi fruit and other, presumably, foods that people have food allergies towards. Is that right?
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody have allergies against kiwi fruit, but yeah, they've cut back all this other stuff. Like if you're dumb enough to eat it, well,
Okay.
Shouldn't be allowed to breed anyhow.
Well, some of them will be dead, but to be fair, I mean, what you're essentially saying, it's the parental responsibility and the school's responsibility is not to do so. So then what happens next after you make those comments is that it gets escalated to a national level, and the chief executive of Allergy New Zealand, who shares your surname, Mark Dixon, no relation to you, said he was
he probably is.
Is that right? Well, okay. Said he was aghast to hear of your comments, and that he was very disappointed that that view has been aired by a person looking for public standing. But we know that basically simple education has the potential to change your view, so he basically says you're thick as well. Listen, what was your reaction to that when that reproof came through?
Oh, I laughed it off. I thought, oh, geez, mate. Yeah, he's not out in the real world. Oh, no. Yeah, no, he's not in the real world.
So this is Marioi College. You're right. It used to be Gore High School, but then I think they added the intermediate at Gore to it. So, and then they gave it a Maori name, which just no one can pronounce. Marioi College. Can I ask you, when you went to school and you had school lunches, I guess they were provided by your mum and dad, were they?
Correct.
Oh, your mum. Right. And were you ever aware of anybody your mum have to change your food because there were other people in the school classroom or something who might have allergies, or was that never even considered?
It was never considered. Remember, we used to get the bottle of milk all the time. Well, how about the poor buggers that were gluten-free and stuff? Well, we didn't have any of them. Couldn't have had any of them days because everybody had to drink their bottle of milk. So, it makes a mockery of it.
Yeah, okay, all right. I don't think it's gluten, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, yeah, a lot of people can't have milk.
Lactose intolerant. Lactose. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Listen, so now you've essentially, it means that nobody can go to school and eat a meal that if somebody's got a peanut allergy though and they're getting free school lunches, which is not something we ever had in our time, I have to say though, Steve, because our parents, no matter how poor, still made us lunch. Can I ask you though, is it fair enough that they should be able to go to school if they've got an allergy and know that there is certain food that they can't eat if it's been provided by the state?
They've got that in there, what they put out. You let them know what allergies you have, and they'll do special food for you. So right. That's already in there.
Okay, so your argument is that just because there is a small microcosm of people who've got an allergy, that shouldn't apply to all school lunches for everybody.
No, it shouldn't affect the majority of people. If somebody wants to have a peanut slab, they should be allowed to have a peanut slab.
Oh, I agree with you. Yeah, sorry.
So
which is why I'm
stopping people taking stuff to school. I know one school they're not allowed to actually take any of their own food whatsoever.
Wow. Okay. Is this in Gore or in Mataura that you know of that school?
Just a wee school out of Mataura.
Okay, so can I ask what the reaction has been since you uttered these incredibly offensive words publicly?
I've had nobody disagree with me. Okay. I've had a couple of texts and a couple of rings, and everybody I talked to who read the article, being the Target Daily Times with the ensign, they agree with me. All right.
So you've got no intention of apologising or amending your views on this particular issue. So what happens next? Is you're just going to carry on your view and let's just hope all the parents agree with you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, until I'm good, and hopefully there's enough people out there that actually get together and get the system changed.
Yes, because your argument is, fair enough, there will be those people who need special meals, but you shouldn't disadvantage everybody else as a consequence, yeah?